Sam Bennett.
You know, let's talk about this kid. He is an amateur.
Wow.
He has an A next to his name, which means he's not a professional golfer, but he is a terrific player out of Texas A&M. If I'm not mistaken, let's get this right. He won the U.S. Amateur, correct?
He did.
He's
He's at Texas A&M right now.
And the story about Sam is his dad passed away in 2021, and his dad is, I believe his name is Kenneth. And right. he told his son a piece of advice that his son thought so remarkable that he made a tattoo out of it and has it on his left forearm.
Yeah, he had his dad write this down on a piece of paper.
It says, "Don't wait to do something." His father had early onset Alzheimer's. And his father said it in 2020, and before he passed away in 2021, they had him write it out on a piece of paper, and the same handwriting as his father put on the piece of paper has now been replicated as a tattoo on his left forearms. "Don't wait to do something." Pops, 6/12/2020, and before he passed away in 2021, they had him write it down, and Sam said that it took his dad 15 minutes to write it out. And it's now on his forearm, and he looks at it before every shot. Come on now. How do you not want to root for this kid?
And he's now solo second.
As of this conversation right now.
He has one bogey in his 2 rounds.
Amazing. And I think he might have to, he might force everybody to change the word amateur, because of not only his performance, but the way things are going in this world now. And I know the world of golf is like frozen in time in the Francis Ouimet era, like the Bagger Vance era. But this kid's an amateur? Really? Because I even said to you before the show, Chris, he must have name, image, and likeness deals up the you-know-what. And you then pointed out to me, because I didn't see this on Instagram, pop it up. He's thanking his sponsors.
He has 8.
He has multiple sponsors.
Yeah.
8 of them. He's like a NASCAR driver.
This was this morning.
"Thank you to my sponsors," says the amateur who's now blowing away records. Has an amateur ever been top? The last time an amateur finished top 10 after the first round was 2005. And I can't imagine anybody's ever finished the second round where he might finish.
Man, I saw a stat where he is threatening something that Ken Venturi did in the 50s.
So
with how he's playing right now.
So you have to sit here, what do you call it, the U.S. non-professional? You got to take the A away. He's not an amateur. Is like he's just a college kid.
Here's the other thing,
and who's got no business deals. He's not a professional because he's not being paid, right? Didn't these guys have to turn down a check?
Yes. So if he wins, that's like a $3 million purse he has to turn down.
Which is nuts, because he's not turning anything down. And put it up one more time, that Instagram. What's he turning down in college? He's sponsored by Ping. Okay. He's sponsored by a golf cart. He's sponsored by a bank. Clothing. Come on now. And he's got to turn down a check? We got to kind of change the way we're looking at things these days, huh?
I don't know if there's a rule that's been changed on that, but traditionally, if you're an amateur and you make the cut and win prize money, you do not collect that.
Well, he's not turning down checks at Texas A&M, and rightfully so. It's name, image, and likeness. Let's go.
Yeah.
But he still has to turn down a check from Augusta National. Because Bagger Vance said so. Is that why? It's the 21st century. A tradition truly unlike any other being started by Sam Bennett, which is thanking your 8 sponsors as you threatened the leaderboard at the Masters.
Yeah, Scotty Scheffler won $2.7 million last year.
He's going to turn down part of that money because he's got an A next to his name. That's not the Instagram posting of an amateur, I'll tell you that. That's a pro. But good for him. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.